All eyes are on the heightened tensions between Russia and the West over the Ukraine crisis. Nonetheless, the trouble looks like a disguised relief for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Johnson's premiership is in peril as police are investigating a series of lockdown-breaching parties in Downing Street. Just 3 weeks ago, the Prime Minister was ridiculed on the world stage. He was mocked by the White House for his lockdown-busting parties in Downing Street. But as the fear of invasion by Russia grew, Johnson was keen to take a leading role amongst allies in confronting Russia over Ukraine. His active response to the Ukraine crisis helped him. Detractors have accused Boris Johnson of using a foreign mess to evade domestic woes. The British Prime Minister stands accused by opposition parties of seeking to distract public attention. An internal inquiry found Johnson's staff had enjoyed alcohol-fueled parties, with the British leader attending a few of the events himself. Police are investigating 12 gatherings held at Downing Street. Johnson has repeatedly been asked if he would resign. In the latest interview with the BBC, Johnson refused to answer whether he would resign if found to have broken COVID-19 lockdown laws. With his leadership at stake, Johnson is set to announce an end to all pandemic legal curbs in England. Johnson will address Parliament to outline his plan as he insists it is time to move on. Under the Living with COVID plan, the government intends to end a legal requirement for COVID-infected people to self-isolate. Johnson is ready to press ahead despite political opposition and unease from the World Health Organization. The plan will be in effect this week. Local authorities will be required to manage further outbreaks with pre-existing legal powers. Free COVID testing for the general public is expected to be phased out. An internal poll at National Health Service Confederation showed a large majority of its members were opposed to ending self-isolation and free tests. Remember, the UK has suffered one of the world's worst per capita death tolls in the pandemic. Public outcry over the Partygate scandal has left Johnson fighting for political survival. Several members of parliament from his Conservative Party have publicly called for his resignation, although he denies any wrongdoing. Johnson has submitted a written response to police questions about parties held over the past 2 years. Johnson has already apologized in Parliament for the gatherings identified in an official inquiry. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.